This is high school football on News Channel 15 and my15news.com. High school football on News Channel 15, a special sports production of the Wabash Valley College Radio TV Broadcasting Department.
Well, Mount Carmel will be kicking off from right to left. Week number 5 of the Illinois season. Washington has one man deep, situated at about his 8-yard line. Here comes the approach and the kick by Stipp. Sails to the right side, taken out of the air at the 5, and the receiver.
It didn't go in the end zone.
No, it stopped at the pylon. He picks it up on the bounce. I thought he touched it, but he didn't. Picked it up and then went to about the 11-yard line. So that ball darted straight up in the air and then kind of took a bounce towards the goal line, and Washington's return man picked it up at the 1.
Yeah, and that I think it may have deflected off of him, which is maybe what helped kill it there at the 1, but it didn't bound into the end zone. Well, so no chance for a touchback, and
well, that's what
a
I initially
heck
thought.
of a start.
And that was a live ball at that point.
It was, so a heck of a start for the Mount Carmel special teams kicker, Braden Stipp.
So the Hatchets, a more wide-open team than they have been. They send receivers both ways. An H-back to the left. Quarterback Mejas is out. Completes his first pass. Ace's conversion. Bring down the receiver at around the 14-yard line. I've got Dalton Irvin. And that's who it was. A sophomore catches the first pass. A swing to the right. A gain of about 2, 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 14-yard line.
Well, Mejias, the quarterback, is very versatile. He is a guy that has thrown 68 times on this season, completed 54% of those, or 37, for 824 yards, and also does a pretty good job at carrying the football for this squad.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. H-back to the left, and quarterback on the shotgun. Hands off, ball carrier bangs over the left side, gets down to the 20-yard line and over that, maybe not quite to the 20, brought down at about the 17.
So a nice run there, but still third down for the Hatchets.
Just underway here. We played 1 minute here at Hatchet Hollow. Grass field. Looks more like a backyard than a football stadium.
So big play here early for the defense.
Quarterback in the shotgun. Backs up, wants to throw, fires out of the backfield off the hand of the receiver, who's chucked hard by Thacker as the ball came to him incomplete, and it'll be 4th down, 4th and 5.
Well, you can't ask for much better of a start. You got the kicker to kick the ball off deep from Mount Carmel. It stopped at the 1, was returned to the 11, and then you'll go 3 and out and force the Hatchets to punt deep in their own territory. The punter going to stand inside his own 5-yard line, so a good start here by the Mount Carmel special teams and defense. Now it's up to the offense to come and take advantage of this opportunity. Deepest man back for us stands at midfield.
That is Braden Stipp. There's the kick, got a good one. And it comes straight, bounces straight up in the air at about midfield and squirts back Mount Carmel's way a couple of yards. And will be down at the 48-yard line. So a kick of 35 yards, no return. And Mount Carmel sets up shop for the first time at the 48. Mount Carmel averaging around 250 yards in total offensive game. And Washington, granted they've put up some big points against a couple easy opponents, but they're almost 400 yards a game in total offense.
And Caleb Appleby is your quarterback.
How about this for a change, folks? Caleb Appleby is in at QB. And let's see where Rager is. We have receivers 2 by 2.
We have a sideline warning against the Hatchets here.
For what?
Making contact with an official or being outside the box or something.
Huh, already. So the receivers are 2 by 2. Where is Rager? Is he a receiver tonight?
I'm looking.
Meanwhile, it is Caleb Appleby, the freshman. Now this will be his first start because technically Aiden Gill started on opening night.
Correct.
And then it was Rager the last 3 weeks. So what a storyline here. And he gets the snap. He's going to throw quickly. The right side slant pass caught. Receiver shakes off a tackle. Across the 45. Rager on the reception to the 44. Nice pickup on first down. How about this for a storyline, huh?
Yeah, a big storyline. We saw it happen in the warm-ups. That's the first we knew about this change. And it goes to Rager on the completion from Appleby for about 8 yards downfield.
Second down and 2. It is Patberg, the wide out left, and Stipp also to the left. Receivers to the right. Rager's one of those. And it is the quarterback, Appleby, in the shotgun. Backs up, has time, wings it over the middle, and the pass is caught by Stipp. Fights forward down near the Washington 20-yard line and pass that mark. First down, pass play.
The greatness of Braden Stipp continuing to emerge. He had a coming out party last week. Caught that ball down over the middle, had to fight a defender for it. Takes it inside the 20 down to the 19, a 25-yard gain and a big first down.
Thacker and Rager go wide to the right side. It is Stipp and Patberg to the left. The officials stop the play. We have an equipment problem.
Somebody banged up on the play, maybe with blood having to come off the field.
And Washington making that change. First and 10 for the Aces. Line of scrimmage at the Washington 19-yard line. They call it the 20. 9:37 to go. First drive for the Aces. They've gone 2 by 2 and the receivers all the way. And Appleby was the starter tonight. To the right of Appleby is the running back, and that's Kite. Now swing pass. Patberg wide open, catches the ball, tries to get a couple of moves, and gets down inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line. That may be, and it is, another first down.
Yeah, how about that? And Caleb Appleby coming out, throwing with darn near reckless abandon, doing well. Takes it inside the 5, does Patberg that time. Down to around the 4-yard line, another 15-yard gain. First down, first and goal to go from the 4.
The Aces again split the receivers 2 by 2. Appleby in at QB. There's the snap, hands it off the Kite, dances left side, dives near the goal line, comes up at about the 2, maybe the 1.
So they go to the ground. That's the first carry of the day for the Aces on this drive. Gets up to around the 1, call it maybe the 2. So first and goal, a second and goal to go from there after Kite did everything he could to get to that goal line out of the backfield.
So it'll be second and goal now from the 1-yard line. Now Carmel trying to score in their first drive of the night. 2 by 2 on the receivers, Appleby in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, Stipp. Hands it to Stipp. On the wing back to the right side, trying to angle it. He'll make it easily. Touchdown, Mount Carmel. Braden Stipp on a 1-yard run, and the Aces score on their first drive with the freshman at the helm, Appleby. 6-0.
Well, how about that? Just looks like Appleby's been doing that all his career, doesn't it? His career was coming in as a replacement quarterback in week 1. The freshman out here making his first start tonight, a surprise to most of us. And leads the drive down the field, capped off by a run into the end zone by Braden Stipp.
Now Aiden Gill will hold for Stipp on the point after try. Here's the snap, ball down, the kick away, and it is good. Let's take a look at that scoreboard brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips. Mount Carmel, your early leader. They lead Washington 7-0 back in 1 minute at your home for the Aces.
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page. It's high school football season, and News Channel 15 is the place to watch our area teams. We'll have tape-delayed replays on News Channel 15 and live streaming coverage online at my15news.com. We'll be covering the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, Olney Tigers, Fairfield Mules, Carmi Bulldogs, Edwards County Lions, Hamilton County Foxes, Run Hill Salukis, and Newton Eagles. The only place to watch local high school football is News Channel 15 and my15news.com.
All right, here's the kick. It's going to go to the end zone. Into the end zone off the leg of Stipp. It'll be first and 10 for Washington from the 20.
Well, how about Braden Stipp tonight kicking the football? The first kickoff lands at the 1. It had to be returned, and the second goes into the end zone for a touchback. It looks like Stipp's got a little extra on that leg tonight.
Well, the Aces are off to a good start. Last week they were 21-point underdogs and won it in overtime. This week 9-point underdogs and coming out strong again.
Let's see what adjustments Washington looks to make here offensively on their second series here. They went to the air a couple of times, tried to get it on the ground, and the Aces defense did a pretty good job of snuffing out all of those opportunities. But Mejias, the senior quarterback, has rushed for 277 yards to lead almost the team. And so certainly he's a threat to run as well as throw.
And hands off on first down. Ball carrier stacked up after a short gain to the right side. A host of Aces. Kite finishes him off. Wilson gets up off the stack. And also Bryson Phelps, short gain. No gain.
Kevin Lagur, I think, may have carried that ball that time. Number 30, a freshman out of the backfield. Gets nowhere on the play. Laguerre, again, number 30, 36 carries, 367 yards. That is top on the team for the Hatchets out of the backfield.
So a young kid making some waves in the Hatchet backfield. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. This time we have trips to the left side. The H-back stays to the right, quarterback back to throw. Does fire it over the middle, passes off the hands of the receiver. Good coverage by the Aces on the play, incomplete on the comeback.
Well, it was through hands, and it almost was intercepted there by the Aces in the defense.
Yeah, Trevor Peterson, good job.
Yeah, right there to break the play up. But now the Hatchets forced to their second, 3rd and long situation, deep again in their own territory.
Line of scrimmage is the 20-yard line. Now they go 2 receivers to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun sends an H-back to the left side. They operate with a tight end on the left side too, so there's your strong side. The quarterback barks the signals. Now rolls to the right. Wants to throw on the run, dumps it over the head, and it was caught right at the 30 at the marker. Did he make it? Enough for the first down. Kite pushes him out finally, or pushes him down. It's going to be close.
Real close. They may have to bring the chains across. Nope, they're going to say it's a first down.
Pass caught by Jaden Pendley, a 5'11 junior.
So got just enough right at the marker.
Oh, nice 3rd down conversion by the Hatchets. They move the chain, 7:34 to go, first period. Aces lead 7-0. Quarterback in the shotgun, receivers 2 to the left side. They've departed from the 2x2. This time the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Now try to turn it up over the tackle spot and got nothing. Maybe they'll give him the line of scrimmage on forward progress. 2nd down.
Yeah, nothing there out of the backfield, and the Aces really have taken the run game away from Washington here early in this game. They have to go more of the pass style formation to get anywhere. At least that's been the go-to so far for the Hatchets, but they've had success throwing the football through on the season collectively, completing 55% of their passes for over 880 yards.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, H-back to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun, hands off to the ball carrier. Cutting around, getting to the edge, but turning up for a short yardage to the 31 or 32. The ball carrier and B, 3rd and long.
That's Laguerre again, number 30 out of the backfield, the freshman. Leading rusher for this team, picks up just a couple of yards that time downfield. So once again, it's a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Can the Aces hold them here and force another punting situation?
Well, Kyle, I know it's early, but don't you like the way this game is trending, and the Aces look in particular? Yeah, this is the strongest they've looked out of the gate this year.
No doubt, without question. It came out, kicked off the football, forced a 3 and out, scored on the next drive, and here we are looking for a 3rd down stop.
Back to 2x2 on the receivers. Quarterback wants to throw to one of them. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolls to the right, sets, fires long on the fly, and the pass for Pendley is up for grabs, tipped around. It stayed in the air for a while and finally bounds down incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, double coverage right there by the Aces. Nice job. And now it's 4th down. The Hatchets show punt as they rush a new group onto the field.
What a start for these Aces.
Let's keep the pedal on here. Get the offense back down the field one more time.
Those who have followed the Aces closely this year know that we've gotten a lot better as the season's gone along, but it's as if we've taken a 3-step climb in 1 step tonight. Everything's working well so far. And looks like we'll get the ball back. Return man stip it around the 40. There's the kick of the Hatchets. And it will be 2-step at the 35 for a nice tackle by Washington. Brings him right down after just a 4-yard return. But the Aces set it up from there at the 40.
Well, and again, just not a whole lot there for Stip to do, but we're in pretty good shape. It'll be at the 40-yard line of the Aces. And the way we looked moving the ball down the field a moment ago, I like our chances here. Let's keep the pressure on. That's what the Aces need to do here in the first quarter.
If you're just joining us, the storyline so far is Appleby starts at quarterback tonight, takes the Aces right down the field. Mount Carmel leads 7-0. Aces start their second drive. 2-by-2 in the receivers. Appleby hands off Kite. Almost fell down initially, but managed to climb back to the line of scrimmage on second effort. Good jump through the line by Washington, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, so no gain on that for Kite. Got hit before he could get moving and literally, as you said, fell back to the line of scrimmage. So the Aces try to keep the Hatchets honest, show the rush here on the first down play. Let's see what we do on 2nd and 10.
And if you're wondering, Rager is a wide receiver. That's where he loved last year to be. He's there tonight. Here is the snap to Appleby. Has time, wings it long, downfield, well overthrows the receivers. Looking for Thacker on the deep route, incomplete. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and that, again, an incomplete pass there from Caleb Appleby. I think that's his first incompletion tonight. Throwing for the Aces, it is. His first incomplete pass in 4 tries.
Well, those fly patterns are always tough to connect. It's really just takes a lot of repetition. Even Rager was struggling a little bit at that early on. And now you've got a freshman at the helm. But it aired out the defense a little bit too. 3rd and 10, Stipp in motion to the right side. It's Appleby in the shotgun, backs up, has time, wings it right side, pass caught, and nice crisp tackle. The ball's loose, and they're going to call it a fumble, and Washington is going to recover the football at the 40.
No, down.
Oh, they call him down. Well, that's good, actually, because
that works out very well, doesn't
my
it?
next comment was going to be to complain about the call. So,
yeah, they're getting together now, so
they may change
their mind.
Maybe they just want to hear me complain. Nope, they're going to give it to Mount Carmel.
Yeah, so the clock runs. That's their decision. So it's a 2-yard completion to Stipp from Appleby, and now the Aces will be in punt formation.
And back to do the honors will be Braden Stipp. Washington is going to drop one short, one deep at their own 30.
Of course, they've seen Stipp fake punt a couple of times on this season already.
Yeah. The officials
reset the play clock.
Yeah, okay. And 4:57 to go here in the first quarter. The play clock is reset. And Stipp is back in punt formation. Always a threat. He's faked twice now this year. Gets the kickoff there to the right side.
Short.
And bounds around. Finally
a great bounce.
Yep. And yep, it does. Luckily inside the 30, so it saves it a little bit. It'll be down there at about the 27-yard line. So a kick of 35 yards. And
I think it's going to be down inside, maybe even further than that, down around the 23, 24. So it took a good bounce. Still a 34-yard kick.
Yeah.
No return.
And no return. So the Hatchets take over now. Mount Carmel leads 7-0. Next week, the Jasper Wildcats in town. We'll have live coverage of that game. 1-hour pregame show at 5:30. Washington goes left to right. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receivers are 3 to the left, and he's going to run to the right, the QB is, and runs right into the Aces front line, and they pull him right down for almost no gain, maybe one.
Yeah, and that's a situation where, as a defensive lineman, you've got to be aware of where your quarterback is and not bite on any sort of fake. Looked like he may go back to pass, which you may sag off a little bit. The line stayed right there and held their ground. Good job.
Ballard, good job on the left side of that defensive front. And also that 4-man front, and also Phelps helping out. So now it's 2nd and 9 for the Hatchets. Line of scrimmage is the 25. H-back and 2 receivers to the right, receiver to left, quarterback in the shotgun. Rolls, now fires, short, picked off by the Aces. Immediately tackled, but Mount Carmel has the football. Another pickoff for Zach Whittler.
Wow, what a nice job that was by Whittler. Read the route, saw the quarterback's eyes the whole way, was right there, made the catch, made it look easy. And the Aces have the ball set up right now with a short porch at around the 27.
And Whittler didn't get a chance to return it. He was bear hugged as soon as he got that ball, but it's Mount Carmel ball now, line of scrimmage. Very good shape of the Washington 27. 4:02 to go, first period. Appleby over near the sideline to get the play. He hears what he wants, and with a play clock at 19, he's back to the huddle. Aces go right to left. Aiden Gill, one of the wideouts to the right side. There are trips to that side. Quarterback is the freshman Appleby with Kite, his running back. Kite gets the call, escaped one quick line tackle, then had to fight for maybe a yard beyond that to get to the 25.
Gets up to the 25, so a couple of yards of progress there from Blake Kite, really working hard to get to that mark. Scott, that's the 6th interception recorded by the Aces defense here on the season overall, our 9th takeaway on the season.
Now, the thing will be interesting to see, Appleby just being a freshman, Rager was at his best running from the position.
Right.
We'll see if they utilize Appleby as much in that position. They may not go with a freshman quite as often on the ground. Here's the snap to Appleby in the shotgun, rolls to the right, has time, fires pass, caught, just about to the first down and maybe enough. Pass is caught over there.
Rager.
Right, Austin Rager, his second catch of the night at the 18-yard line.
And I'll take a look at this one. Looks like maybe just a touch short. It will be a 3rd down situation, 3rd and about a yard to get here for the Aces. 3rd and 1. So 2 downs to get this 1 yard that we need and convert to a new set of downs.
2:55 to go, first period. Mount Carmel leads 7-0 here in Washington.
10 seconds on the play clock. We got to hurry.
And here we come. Rager checks out wide to the right side. Play clock at 4.
3.
At 3, and here is Appleby. Gets the snap and hands off. Ball carried, dragged down for a loss. Appleby, I should say Blake Kite on the carry, went nowhere.
Well, now your situation is, that was a situation I think where Washington's keying on the run, knowing you only need a yard, and now you've taken a 3rd and 1 and created a 4th and 3 with a 2-yard loss on the play. So going the wrong direction on that play, and the Aces really have not had any success running the football here tonight.
Now they'll send trips to the left side.
Big
and
play
receiver
here.
to the right, and the shotgun is the freshman Appleby. Gets the snap, rolls to the left, fires on the run, pass off the hand to the receiver Rager, incomplete, and Washington takes
interception.
It was picked off. I watched it off Rager's hands, and even I put my glasses down. It's picked off by the Hatchets at the 11. Well, it was going to be their ball anyway.
Yeah, and in fact, in essence, they cost themselves some yards by making that interception, about 10 yards or so. So the Hatchets will get the football at the 11-yard line after the incomplete pass. That's the first interception. The first interception thrown by Appleby in his career at MCHS.
First turnover on the Aces.
Beg your pardon, that was taken by Joseph Allman, or Allman Joseph, I believe, the interceptor of that ball.
Quarterback under center for this series. Hands off, fullback plows to the left side. Aces, good job of gang tackling again, swarm to the ball. A little progress, but not much. I'll mark it out to around the 16-yard line. Maybe a little more than we thought. Maybe 5 yards, second down.
Wow, so they did get decent progress out of that. And the Hatchets going to Whitehead that time, 34, a senior out of the backfield, just his 10th carry on the season now in week 6 for the Hatchets.
Big kid, 6'2", 220. They've got so many seniors here at Washington. 20 senior Hatchets on the roster, maybe the most of anybody in the Big 8. Now they've gone to an I backfield set with the quarterback under center. Receivers are split left and right, and there's a handoff. The up back gets the call. He goes right into the line. The Aces are right there to grab him. Tried to dart to his left, but could not get any more. That's Pentley on the carry. And it'll be third down.
And again, another key third down scenario here for this Aces defense. Third, and call it about 4 to get at around the 18-yard line. Inside a minute to go here in quarter number 1. 3rd and 3 coming up. The Hatchets do have to take at least one more snap in this first quarter.
Well, both teams have storylines here. Now the Hatchets had ditched the 2x2 and gone to the I. They stay in the I now with the quarterback under center. Wing to the left side.
4 on the play clock.
Tight end is on the left side. Quarterback rolls to the right, naked, booed, and he's going to get brought down. The Aces do converge and finally bring him down. He was a hard one to bring down.
Yeah,
but a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know about that. He got a little forward progress up near the sticks.
Oh, he looks like he's short.
But he's short by about a yard or so, maybe 2. So again, you're going to go to the end of the first quarter here, and the Hatchets will be faced with a 4th and short, deep in their own territory once again.
Well, we'll see what they elect to do.
Yeah, they're headed to the sidelines, not going to take another play. That's the first.
All right, 1 quarter in the books here. Let's take a look at that Jade Investment Tim Phillips scoreboard from the financial advisor himself. It's Washington trailing Mount Carmel 7-0. Back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Carl Richland Memorial Hospital in Olney is proud to introduce their new full-time cardiology clinic with board-certified cardiologist Dr. Prim Guy. Residents of southeastern Illinois now have local access to a complete range of state-of-the-art, non-invasive cardiology services, all right here, close to home. To learn more, give us a call. We're just a heartbeat away.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're non-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CAFQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CAFQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today. Go Aces!
Along with Kyle Peach, I'm Scott Allen. Thanks for being with us tonight, wherever you are in the great Aces Nation. We're in Washington, where the Carmel Golden Aces have what many might view as a surprising 7-0 lead. And the big storyline, the freshman Caleb Appleby takes over at quarterback tonight.
That's the surprise, for sure. I don't think there was anybody outside of the players and coaches and maybe immediate family that knew that was going to be the move here tonight. We certainly didn't know about it. And you even interviewed Austin Rager this week and had him on our pregame show, and he didn't say a word.
And that was just this morning, so he did a good job. Probably got a future working for the government. Keeps those kind of secrets, huh?
4th and a long one here for the Hatchets. The officials are still talking about something. I'm not sure what could still be being discussed in a situation like this, but the Hatchets are in punt formation here.
I think I saw the lineman.
Be wary of the fake, by the way.
Yeah, I think the lineman said to the other guy, "Did you know the black buggy's no longer in business?" I didn't know that. A little blast from the past. 4th down.
Well, we should vote to exile Washington from the Big 8 because of that, right?
Because of that, yeah. 4th and 1 now for the Hatchets. Quarterback back to the shotgun. Well, he's going to punt the ball away, and he gets it away. And the Aces, did we drop anybody?
I don't think so. I think
we're just going to let it roll.
Let it roll. And
it is rolling in Washington's favor a little bit down to the 43. That's where it will be down. So a punt of 37 yards and no return. Good start for the Aces now at the 43.
So, again, we've seen a few of these good starts. We had an interception set up a decent attempt last time, but the Aces could do nothing with it. Now we got to start taking advantages of the opportunities the defense are giving us. And hopefully that starts right here, and the Aces can tack on another score and take a 2-score lead.
I know one stat Lee Colvin used to always be proud of was offensive efficiency, percentage of times we score with our possessions, and we're getting better, but it will not be a characteristically high figure this year. And there's a little flip to him. He was in motion to the right side, gets to the 45-46. Not a handoff on the wingback counter, but a flip to him on his way through, and Stipp takes it for about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, ran a long way to get 3 yards downfield, did Braden Stipp, trying to turn the corner to the outside. Good pursuit to the ball, but the Hatchet defense did not allow him to really string it out. But still got 3 yards of forward progress, and 2nd and 7 now for the Aces.
Now Stipp is one of 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the short side right. It is Appleby in the shotgun with an H back to his left. Gets the snap, backs up, appears to have time, looking short. Pass is dropped by Rager. He had it appear for a minute, but then coughed it up on the short flat route of the 47, so it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, hit him in the hands. You got to haul those in. If you're Austin Rager, did not haul that one in, would have been close to a 1st down. And now the Aces set up on a 3rd and 7 once again. Time to convert here for the Aces offense.
Yeah, that was a nice little slant route, though, so it's there all night.
Right.
Let's see if we keep going back to it again. Trips to the left side, receiver to the right. And it is Appleby in the shotgun on a balanced front. Backs up, and the official stopped the play.
That's usually not a good idea, or not going to end well for us when they stop the play.
They're pointing at Mount Carmel.
False start.
Well, how about kudos to the staff at Riverview Stadium in Mount Carmel. We're the only school that mics the refs. Tim Walk's kind of in charge of that, does such a good job with that. Are we the only ones? I know we are in the conference, maybe in our end of the state.
I don't see it often, and on top of that, not only do we mic the refs, but we give the home and visiting radio stations the feed of the referee's mic that they can include in the broadcast, so that's nice.
Yeah. So now the Aces have the football.
3rd and 12.
And there's somebody trying to stunt
Wow.
for the Hatchets. Mistimed that jump, and he'll be flagged for that. It'll cost the Hatchets 5 yards.
You know, that is a play that is reminiscent of that
Junior
vicious
high,
hit
so-
in that
yes.
junior league game that raised a few eyebrows when Mount Carmel played Flora a few weeks back, trying to time the snap and break through the line at the time the snap is given
Yeah.
to try and give yourself a competitive edge there. And that time the Hatchets jumped the gun.
Yeah.
An encroachment penalty gives the 5 yards back to the Aces. They lost on the previous penalty, so 3rd and 7 now.
And that kid from Washington, though, here, as he knew he was dead to rights crossing the line too early, he slowed up and didn't bruise anybody at all, and that was the flag. So now, for the Aces, it is 3rd down and about 7, line of scrimmage the 46, and trips to the left side, short side right, one man goes out, and there's Rager, I should say Appleby. Hopefully won't make that mistake anymore, and now
The Aces,
Aces
all
call
they were
timeout.
doing there was trying
Just
to
trying to
draw
draw
them
them
off
off
sides.
sides.
Yep, timeout Mount Carmel.
So, a timeout on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads 7-0, back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
At halftime, we'll talk about some of the Mount Carmel sports teams, their season so far, and what a great finish is brewing for the Mount Carmel boys golf team. They've been on fire this week. 1 week left in the regular season, then the tournament begins. Good luck to John White and his crew.
They are doing well, playing well, and played very well against Benton in their latest outing. Tied them. The Rangers, one of the top teams in the state.
Now 3rd and 7 for Mount Carmel. Trips left side from the 46. And Appleby was going to keep it himself. He's undercut by a lineman who was on the ground reaching up. That's that Laguerre kid, this freshman. What a reach up to bring down the runner. No gain, 4th down. Excellent tackle for a freshman.
Yeah, and there's your first run for Caleb Appleby out of the quarterback slot for the Aces. Goes for no gain. And 4th down, the Aces going to squander another good field position start and punt the football back to the Hatchets, who have made some defensive adjustments that have really quieted Mount Carmel's offense, which was on fire in their opening drive.
Washington's deep man is back at the 24. Stipp stands back at inside his own 35, gets the snap, gets the kick away from the 35
Much
after
better
a rugby
kick.
run up. Nice kick. Return man back at the 18, dropped initially, and it's a fumble picked up by Mount Carmel.
Well, it is, but
Or
there's
is
a
it
flag
but-
because they're going to say we didn't allow him a chance to catch the football.
ball. Okay, yep.
I think that's going to be the call, but
Yeah,
we'll
it
wait
was-
and see.
It came right out of his hands. Mount Carmel fell on it, but apparently that's not going to be the case. Great coverage, though, by Mount Carmel. In fact, too great, as it turns out.
And now this is one of those penalties that, as an official, I'm sure that's not at the top of your registry as you're remembering what to do. So kick-catch interference against the Aces.
Now the official was near the flag at the 13, so we're going to mark the football, too.
The ball landed at the 13 is where it ultimately was downed, but the flag was at the 17, so we'll see where they mark it from. He's at
There's
the 27 now. This is going to be a 15-yarder.
15 to the 32.
So, yeah, 33-yard line.
We have 9:38 to go in the first half. Mount Carmel leads Washington 7-0. The Hatchets take over now. They go left to right. They were in the I formation last time. Quarterback under center. He's back to the shotgun now with an H-back and 2 wideouts to the short side left. And he's going to hand off on a stretch play. No, he kept it himself after faking on the stretch go to the right side of the 32. faked that handoff. I should say, and I'm going to hear about it for saying the word fake. On the option read, gave it to Devine. There you go, Lee. I listened to you. Lee's done that to me for 10, 15 years. And I say fake a lot the first part of the season, then I adjust, and I don't say it as much then. So already look ahead to 2018, Lee. I'll probably do it again. Now 1st and 10. Trips to the right side. And here's the quarterback. This time he reads, keeps it himself, turns it up, and not much there. That was the best option, he thought, and neither option looked good. Very short gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So did they run the first time too? I was busy trying to input this penalty. Did they run it the first play of the series, or did they throw an incomplete pass? What happened there?
Yeah, because it's 3rd down now, isn't it?
Yeah. So no gain on the run there. Maybe a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Clock down to 8:27 to go in the first half. Back to 2-by-2 on the receivers with the quarterback in the shotgun. Balanced front. Running back to his right. Gets the snap. And a throw to the left side. Guys got us beat down there, but they overthrow him. Single man coverage by Montz, but the receiver had a couple of steps. The quarterback just threw it too long. Incomplete, 4th down.
This has kind of become an odd game, hasn't it, already? I mean, a situation where Mount Carmel comes out, stops Washington's offense in their tracks on a 3-and-out. Aces march right down the field, score. Mount Carmel stops the Hatchets again and get the ball back, and it's been back and forth ever since with nobody really able to establish anything else.
Not terribly efficient offenses. Now, Mount Carmel hasn't been this year, but remember Washington, 400 yards a game. So it's the stories, we've stopped them more than they've stopped us. There's the kick. It will sail to the left and now bounce away from Stipp back upfield and way far upfield. It's down to the 40. Stipp got back inside the 30 trying to read that punt. So a big bounce our way and a good start by the Aces.
7-8 yard bounce in the right direction for Aces fans. So ultimately a short punt that goes for only 27 yards that time. And the Aces will have the football in pretty good shape. But, again, we've got to move the football.
Still, maybe again, kind of feeling our oats with Appleby at the quarterback. And we miss Rager running the football from his slot at QB as well, of course, too. And we'll have to adjust to that. There is Appleby. Hands off. Ball carries straight up the middle. Bursts over the 45 to the 48.
Hands down the best running play of the night for the Aces. It goes the way of Kite. Out of the backfield that time. A gain of 8 yards that time. And so 2nd down and short coming up here for Mount Carmel on a nice run by Blake Kite. You know, I wonder, with the change at quarterback and the ability of Rager to run, if we don't try to put him in motion out of a receiver spot to come across the field and take a sweep occasionally or something of that nature to get him more touches running the football.
Now trips to the right, receiver to the left. There's Appleby in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. Now gives the pitch. And shaking one tackle, the ball carries hit hard as he goes down, but it's a 1st down run over the 50 to the 48-yard line by Kite, but he was jarred at the end of that play.
Yeah, we haven't seen the pitch play too much by the Aces offense this year. In fact, that may be the first one I remember this season. But it effective enough to get the 1st down up to the 48-yard line, a 4-yard gain for Kite and a 1st down.
And I imagine we might use Rager on a wingback counter, but Rager as a wingman in motion and as a running back from the quarterback spot are two different animals.
Right.
Now 1st and 10, trips to the left side, receiver short side right. Here is Appleby in the shotgun. Claps his hands, gets the snap, guns it long for Rager, pulls it in, and gets by a receiver, and he's to the 10, 5, touchdown! He got by the would-be tackler, and that was it. Rager untouched. 48 yards on the touchdown pass, and Mount Carmel leads 13-0.
Well, and talk about the play call right there. You send trips to the far side of the field, convince the defense that it's going that way, and then ultimately you come back to the side of the field where you've got one receiver in man-to-man coverage. Rager able to out-jump anybody with his height, does there and takes it the rest of the way, and Mount Carmel has that 2-score lead.
Now they'll try to add to the lead here with a point after try. At the toe of Braden Stipp. Aiden Gill will be the holder. 13-0 Mount Carmel. Here's the snap, ball down. The kick is up, and it is
good.
Quite good. All right, let's take a look at that Jade Investments Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. Mount Carmel 14, Washington nothing. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Lee here with LIP Motorsports in Mount Carmel. Not only do we sell and detail cars, but we also have a full-service upholstery shop. We do everything from full vehicle interior makeovers, including headliners and seats, to living room and lawn furniture, as well as your ATV, motorcycle, or tractor seats, and your biggest summer toys, boats. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, so come by 830 Poplar Street, Mount Carmel, or call us at 618-262-5436 for an appointment or estimate.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
What a start by the Aces tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A good defensive punch to the gut of the Hatchets offense, stopping them. They've really held them at bay, and 2 scores with a lead, kicking off. And now you got to start, if you're Washington, to worry about getting points on the board here.
Step kicks away. Washington's return man up the middle of the field, and still not down. Still, and nobody's blown the whistle yet.
Good.
So
Now there's a flag on the play on the near side.
Yeah, way down here. Well, about where he's brought down to the 35. This should be an interesting call.
Well, I think it's going to be on a coach. I think you're going to look at an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty the way they're reacting there on the sideline. And I don't know if it's another sideline warning situation where somebody was where they shouldn't have been or what. But this could be a real critical penalty against the Hatchets. Going to have one of their better starts of the night otherwise. Have to wait word on that.
Looked like almost a rugby scrum the way he was pushing upfield. They didn't call the whistle, bring it to a stop. And still no signal by the official as one of the
sideline warning.
Oh, there it is.
Hatchets, that will be an enforced penalty this time because that's the second time they've been so warned, I do believe.
Interesting because it's always problematic for Illinois teams that come over to Indiana because in Indiana,
your coach
coaches
can
are
be
allowed
out
to
where
get
he
on
is.
the field almost where our junior league coaches would be. I mean, it's about that crazy. It's that Bobby Knight thought process. And, you know, half the fun is watching the coach by himself. So we're never used to seeing Indiana coaches on the field anyway, of any kind. And then if it's a sideline infraction, who knows what they're – it looks to us from Illinois like you're allowed to do anything in Indiana on the sidelines. But apparently he's mad at his kids, and – we've seen that twice now, haven't we, this year? And it was once on us, wasn't it?
Yeah, and to my surprise, all that is a 5-yard penalty. I thought it would be more than that.
Yeah, but it infuriated the coach. He's ordered everybody back to the fence line. They're way off the field now. They got over the little diagonal box lines that you see on the fields, but drew the fury of the coach. He's already upset at the game the way it's going anyway. So now the Hatchets take over, first down from their own 31-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, H-back to the left as well. And a little jump by the Aces. They stay put, though. And now that's a big stop. Bryson Phelps got back in his stance and then rose out and made the stop on the ball carrier on the outside run to the left and brought him down for a loss.
Go with Daniel Devine that time out of the backfield, the senior, with 143 yards coming into this night. And he was rung up for a loss of a couple of yards. Nice job by Bryson Phelps to regroup and then get set, go again, and bring the running back down for a loss. 2nd and 12 now.
So now the Hatchets are going to switch out of that. Well, no, they don't. They still spread out a little, but receivers both ways. H-back left, quarterback on the shotgun, hands off, ball
keeps
carrier.
himself now.
He keeps it himself instead.
We have a flag down as well.
It's to the 33-yard line, so a gain of about 4. But let's see where the flag is.
Looks like to be in the area of a hold where that came from. So we'll have to await word and decision time really for the Aces. Do you take the penalty or not? I'm not sure what signal that is. A chop block.
Yeah, so that's a major infraction, isn't it?
I think so.
That signal looked more like
encroachment or something.
Use of bird moves or something. He was kind of flapping his arms.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah,
it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
For illegal use of bird moves. Okay. A new penalty. Back to the 15. There he finally stops walking.
Goodness.
So, major infraction against the Hatchets. So maybe if that was the chop block call, we've seen that.
Chop block is a 15-yard penalty, so set it all the way back now. But around the 15, call it the 14-yard line, thereabouts. And, boy, it is 2nd and 27 for Washington.
Quarterback standing back near his own 10-yard line in the shotgun. Backs up even further, has time. No, he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run all the way now. Gets by 1. Darts inside, down to the hash marks to the right, still going. Finally, the Aces close on him and bring him down at the 22. A lot of running to get that close, but not nearly enough.
Now another flag comes very late.
Way late.
This is not going to be a good penalty here.
Let's see who they call this one on.
This is a run your mouth when you should keep it shut kind of penalty.
Haven't seen it yet.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Washington.
So the Hatchets coming unglued a little bit here in the first half.
Goodness gracious.
They were favored coming into this game, scoring a lot of points, and we've clearly frustrated them, and they don't like that too much. They are going to mark it back to the 10 to the 11.
Yeah, so that becomes, I think, in essence, half the distance to the goal type of penalty there. So it's now 2nd and 30 for Washington, and now the Hatchets are going to spend the timeout.
So they're going to try to cool off a little bit. Timeout. Look at the scoreboard. Brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads Washington 14-0. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends. Mount Carmel Stabilization Group wishes all our area teams good luck. The team at Mount Carmel Stabilization Group is the leading soil stabilization contractor in North America. Based right here in Southern Illinois, Mount Carmel Stabilization's reputation for quality and customer satisfaction is over 60 years strong and is at the core of what we do. For more about the experience and quality Mount Carmel Stabilization Group provides, visit mtcsg.com or call 618-262-5118. Mount Carmel Stabilization Group, proud to support our community.
Mount Carmel, your leader here, 14-0. Washington has struggled emotionally over the last couple of minutes, and they've called a timeout to pour ice probably over the heads of the players rather than give it to them.
Well, we've had sideline warnings on the coaching staff. We've had unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, chop blocks. We saw the Aces get a penalty for kick-catch interference earlier, so seen a lot of flags for a lot of bizarre things. And right now the Hatchets are faced with a 3rd and 30. They've got to get to the 41-yard line for a first down. They start at the 11.
And here is the quarterback standing alone in the shotgun. Has 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, so that's the formation they came out with initially tonight. They've been trying different things, have not been able to get free from the Aces, who have a goose egg on the board against on the Hatchets offense. He backs up. Quarterback wants to throw. Looking, now fires long to the left side, and the receiver comes back. The ball dies in front of him, incomplete. The receiver upset. He was nowhere near that on the catch. It just died at the 40, and it'll be 4th down.
I think he was thinking if he would have turned another way or would have kept going and then come back, he may have had a play on that ball, but it drops incomplete. And now the Hatchets will be forced to punt, and the punter is going to be standing near the goal line to deliver this ball away. And I don't know. It may just be me, but it seems like this kicker Number 2, Daniel Devine, is a little slow at getting the kicks away, so he may have to speed this one up and see if the Aces can't really blow this play up right here.
He stands a yard deep in the end zone as he awaits the snap. And here is the snap. Good kick. Rolls to the right, gets the boot away. And Stipp awaits it, but it's going to bounce in front of him. And then take a big bounce Washington's way across the 50 to the 43-yard line. So a kick of about 47 yards.
Yeah,
no return. Yeah, that's a college kick there.
Well, they needed that one. The last one wasn't so good, but Devine made that one look pretty good.
But still, Mount Carmel with a very good start to this possession. Line of scrimmage, their own 43, just shy of the 44. We still have 5:20 to go in the second period. Mount Carmel, very impressive tonight, leading Washington 14-0. Not as impressive an offense as defense, but then again, we have struggled on offense, so we've come to learn how to adjust to those percentages, and still we're playing well tonight. Trips to the right side. Appleby, the freshman at QB, hands off the ball carrier. Kite gets about a yard to the 44.
Well, and it's interesting, too. You talk about the Aces' ability to really kind of play well here tonight, playing well with a big change.
Yeah.
Moving Appleby in at quarterback, Rager kicks out to receiver. That changes the entire way your offense runs, and the Aces have adjusted fairly well.
One wide receiver to the left side, 3 to the right. Appleby in the shotgun. They're in on him. He's flushed. They're going to bring him down. They do. Bring him down. Coming from the right side of that defensive front was that freshman, Laguerre. He is putting on a show really on both sides of the ball. He's done very well for the Hatchets. A big stop there. A big sack all the way back to the 36-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play.
Yeah, so now 3rd down, 17 for the Aces at the 31, or make it the 36. And again, the defensive or the offensive line, who's done a pretty good job tonight keeping Appleby clear, did not do a very good job that time, as the defense able to come right through and give Appleby no time to react to try to get rid of that football. And now the Aces are faced with a 3rd and call it 17 here.
That brings the crowd.
And we just have to call a timeout. The play clock was about expired.
So the Aces do 3:59 to go in the first half. That'll give us a chance to take a break as well. Timeouts brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel, your leader here over Washington, 14-0. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
We have 3:59 to go in the first half. Mount Carmel, your leader in this game over Washington, 59-0. Mount Carmel has won the last 8 meetings between these two and lead the series 13-1.
Well, Scott, here are some early scores from around the area. Memorial leading Wrights 7-0 in the first quarter. Fairfield leading Carmi 6-0 in the first. Castle leads Mater Dei 7-0 in the first. Boonville leads Mount Vernon 7-0 in the first. And we'll have a few more of those as the night wears on here. One other score that I did see here earlier, trying to get back to it before we take a snap. Gibson Southern leading Heritage Hills 12-0.
Good start by the Titans. Caleb Appleby in the shotgun. The quarterback flings it, slant pattern, left side, pass caught across midfield. Good for the first down to Rager. Nope, not because of all the penalties. Are still short, but about only 3 yards to go now for the first down. Rager on the catch.
Yeah, Rager made a nice haul in there and looked like he may have had a chance to kind of spring free. Could not get quite free enough. And now, what do you do here if you're the Aces? You got a 2-score lead. You got 3:34 to play. You're at midfield, and you got a 4th and 3. We're going to go for it, it looks like.
Looks like it. Receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Appleby in the shotgun. Barks the signals, does not draw Washington off.
5 on the play clock.
So now he's going to run a play, and we have to call a timeout. Play clock got close to 0. So the Aces call their second timeout. The clock stops with 3:13 to go. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Let's take that break. Aces lead 14-0, back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college!
News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
Well, a good crowd from Mount Carmel made the trip north and east to Washington. They see their Aces ahead here, 14-0, blanking the high-flying Washington Hatchet offense.
Well, Scott, this is an interesting call here for Mount Carmel. 4th and 3 from midfield. You've got a 2-score lead. You get the ball to start the second half of play. There's 3:13 to go. You've held Washington at bay. Do you punt it away? Right now, it looks like we're lined up to go for it. 4th and 3 from midfield.
Trips to the right. And here comes the snap to the quarterback. Oh, that's Rager.
Appleby,
Appleby, I'm sorry, number 1, and he gets to the 50. Slips out on the turf, so he's short because of the slip out more than anything else, and Washington takes over.
I want to correct myself for correcting you. It was Rager who took that snap, and he tried to run it and could not, so did not convert. And now that's costly. Perhaps you set up Washington from midfield, a chance to make this a one-score game.
Well, and again, that situation of Rager is the better running quarterback. That might have been a situation where he would have called his own number and kept it, and they wanted to have him available for that. But as it is, the Hatchets take over right on the 50. 1st and 10, they go right to left. Only 3:09 to go here in the first half. An H-back, 2 receivers to the right, 1 man in motion, and here's the quarterback rolling back, has blocking. Here throws it downfield. The pass is tipped around and caught.
Flag down, though.
At around the 19-yard line. The pass catch made, a 30-yard catch, but a flag on the play.
Hold the phone just a little bit. That flag is a little further backfield than you would have thought for a defensive pass interference, but let's wait word here.
Still no signal, but it's acting like it's going to be downfield somewhere. So
they've spotted the ball at the 20. That's where the catch was made, or where the ball carrier got after making the catch. And they are talking to the Hatchets, so this is going to be against Mount Carmel. It looks like they'll decline the penalty.
So the Hatchets, a big first down there, and their biggest play of the night. All the way to the 20-yard line, a 30-yard pass play. And that's some of the big offense that the Hatchets have been lacking tonight that they've been cranking out all year. They average almost 400 yards a night, total offense, and that was a needed play for them right there. A new set of downs, new confidence at the Aces 20. Quarterback on the shotgun, sends a man in motion right to left. And now options himself to the left. Will keep it, turn it up to the 15, and down near the 13-yard line. It's finally rolled down by Peterson over there after a nice game.
Yeah, nice game by Mejias out of the backfield. Just kept it himself, kept driving. Gets inside the 15, up to around the 13-yard line. Ends up getting 7 yards on the play, and now 2nd and 3. And for the first time tonight, the Hatchets are in the red zone inside the 20. 2nd and 3 from the 13. 2:27 to play. The Hatchets, I believe, have at least 2 timeouts left.
This is the best they've looked so far and the deepest they've worked with the ball. Now Mejias is the quarterback in the shotgun. Trips to the left side. Pendley to his right. The running back gets the call. Goes right into the line, and Mount Carmel, they don't let him have anything.
Forward progress maybe to the 11. watching the far side official spot that ball, but it's still going to be short of the first down. So it'll be a third and about a yard to go for Washington. Inside 2 minutes now to go here in this first half of play. Got to keep them out of the end zone here.
Yeah, it would be a big victory for Mount Carmel psychologically. This is Washington's best opportunity of the night. And they again go 2 by 2 on the receivers. With Laguerre, the freshman in the backfield, right to the right of the quarterback who's in the shotgun. He is going to keep it himself, and he doesn't get much. Maybe to the 10. And a flag down late. Is that a flag or a marker?
Not sure.
Well, it's kicked around. I'm not sure. I thought it was a flag, but maybe not. And guess what?
It's a
first down. So no flag on the play. And it's first and goal, I believe, then for the Hatches. Ball inside the 10-yard line at about the 9.5.
Looks about right the backside of the football rests at the 10. So first and goal from there.
But the clock is running.
Yeah, 1:14 to go. The Hatchets do have timeouts, and they do definitely not, no matter what happens, prefer not to give the ball back to the Aces in this half.
Jose Mejias with the handoff. Ball carrier slides to the right side, gets down to around the 5. Nice run that time by Devine.
And Washington will spend the timeout here.
They knew they had time to run the ball a few times. They've got the timeouts on their side, and they just called number 2 of the half.
We believe so.
54 seconds to go in the half. Timeouts brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads Washington 14-0. Back in 30, it's your home for the Aces.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're non-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CAFQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CAFQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today. Go Aces!
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page.
So Kyle Peach tells me that the Hatchets have kicked a field goal from this far back. Huh?
Yeah, should it become necessary, they do have one field goal recorded on this season. That was from 22 yards out. And so, again, you could see that potentially out of the Hatchets here tonight. But they won a touchdown. It's second and goal from the 5, and they have one timeout remaining with 54 seconds left.
So let's see what happens. Just 5 yards away. And Mejias, the official starts the clock. Mejias gets the snap, rolls to the right, looks to throw, now evades traffic and dumps it out. Incomplete. Good pursuit by Mount Carmel on the QB over there, forced him to unload the ball. Is that Bryson Phelps?
Couldn't see for sure there,
Looks
Scott.
like it might be. Surprisingly quick wherever Phelps lines up. He put a lot of heat on him. Clock stops, 49.3 to go. Here in the first half, it is second and goal from the 5.
No, I think it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
The scoreboard just hasn't not updated yet.
Okay.
So third and goal at the 5.
So now 2 receivers check to the right side for the Hatchets and 1 to the left. Quarterback on the shotgun. Receiver, running back Devine is to his left. And there is Devine. He's not going anywhere, but he stays on his feet for a while.
We may have recovered a fumble. We did.
We did. We stripped the ball away over there and got it back. How about that? Mount Carmel with a recovery at the 5-yard line.
I'm not sure who came out of there. Stipp was in the area, but somehow, some way, the Aces recover a fumble on the play. Back at the 5, call it the 4. And the Aces end up with a football. Wow.
Well, how about that? Stopping the Hatchets like that. Boy, that's a tough way to go. Washington was flexing its muscles, and we just shut them down. 1 play, well, maybe 2 plays for the Aces now from their own 5.
We're surely taking a knee here, aren't
surely
we?
take a knee, you would think. 43.7 seconds to go. We're happy with this 14-0 lead. Really been an impressive first half. All things considered for Mount Carmel, our best performance of the year. There's a knee. And the clock will roll. 40 seconds is what they put on the play clock, and there it goes. And there, in fact,
I think we will have to snap it one more time, I think.
yeah, look, about a second differential, and we'll probably want to do that to make the officials happy. But that's all we'll need, and we'll be at halftime. Well, what a fine performance for the Aces. I mean, a couple of scores against this Hatchet team, and completely, except for a few plays there in the last surge, really shutting down the Hatchet offense, which was pretty high powered, as I mentioned, around 390 yards in offense on average coming into this game. And there it is, the end of the half. So let's take a look now at that scoreboard, shall we? It's all brought to you by Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips. It's Mount Carmel 14, Washington nothing. It's your home of the Aces.
Carl Richland Memorial Hospital in Olney is proud to introduce their new full-time cardiology clinic with board-certified cardiologist Dr. Prim Guy. Residents of southeastern Illinois now have local access to a complete range of state-of-the-art, non-invasive cardiology services, all right here, close to home. To learn more, give us a call. We're just a heartbeat away.
It's high school football season, and News Channel 15 is the place to watch our area teams. We'll have tape-delayed replays on News Channel 15 and live streaming coverage online at my15news.com. We'll be covering the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, Olney Tigers, Fairfield Mules, Carmi Bulldogs, Edwards County Lions, Hamilton County Foxes, Run Hill Salukis, and Newton Eagles. The only place to watch local high school football is News Channel 15 and my15news.com.
Well, Mount Carmel out warming up for the second half. Washington is as well. Time for this date in history. Let's take you back to September 22nd, 1967. 50 years ago tonight, the final year of Jim John and his proud legacy. Mount Carmel, though, was in a rebuilding year that year. They had lost to Edwards County in opening night, but they faced a Fairfield team that got much of the ink in preseason prognostications, but the Mules struggled during the year, and indeed Mount Carmel won this night 50 years ago, 21-7. Gary Little scored twice, led the Aces with over 200 yards of the 400 that Mount Carmel generated that night. Dave Crow had a big 19-yard run on the scoring drive. Pat McIntosh had a pick that led to points. And so there's a little bit about the Aces on that night. 21-7. At that point, it would have been considered an upset over Fairfield. On this day, September 22nd, 1967, that's today in Aces history. You've been listening to the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. We're just about set for the second half.
Another score, Scott. Lawrenceville and Casey scoreless after one quarter of play. Remember, most of the football around our neck of the woods was starting a half hour later than us tonight with our split the difference game here tonight. So a lot of these games just now getting their way into halftime.
So what you're saying is we're going to beat everybody to the restaurants by half an hour.
You got it.
That's
now,
the way
don't
to
say
think.
that, because our games this year have gone astronomically long.
Yeah.
Last week we were
in overtime
at the stadium in overtime, and 2 weeks before that we were still in trouble. Another update here from another score. Fairfield leading Carmi 12-0. That's now at the half.
Yeah, we had to tip heavily last week because we stayed at the restaurant so late.
There you go.
So it cost us.
It did.
So the Aces will get the ball here to start the second half. Washington will be kicking from left to right. Mount Carmel has two men deep at around the 5-yard line. There's the kick. And it will be taken by the return man at around the 5. Braden Stipp goes to the right side of the 10, 15, and to around the 17-yard line, or he's brought down. Mount Carmel sets it up from there.
So a pretty good kick. Decent return, and we'll set it up inside the 20. So didn't get as further downfield as I thought. So we'll be at around the 16, 17-yard line. So a deep start for the Aces. Chance to pad those offensive stats.
A touchdown in each quarter in the first half for Mount Carmel. They lead Washington 14-0. Aces go right to left. The good guys in all white tonight.
And Scott, this is one of those drives that's an important reestablish your momentum and your success of the first half in this opening drive. Don't give Washington any sort of hope that things are going to be different here in the second half.
Caleb Appleby in the shotgun, throws down the middle of the field, and it's caught off the hip of Rager. Still runs with the ball to the right side into the territory of the Hatchets, down to the 40, 35, 30, still going to the 25, to the 20. He might make it to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Did he make it? No. He's down at the 1 yard line after a run and catch of 82 yards.
Goodness gracious, you talk about wanting to establish something here in this ball game, and it's a pass play from the new quarterback to the old. Austin Rager showing off the wheels at that receiver spot, takes it 82 yards, running all over the field, crisscrossing his way down to the 1. What a play that was.
And Rager had it on his left hip. That's where he brought it in, and he pulled it up and ran from there. What a play.
Yeah, caught it somehow between two defenders. I didn't see how Appleby had a chance of threading that ball to Appleby, or to Rager, but he did. He caught it 82 yards later. It's 1st and goal at the 1, and we still have to spend a timeout here as the play clock goes down to 0.
So we took a little too much time getting down there into position, getting a play in, and we had to waste a timeout. Well, let's get this touchdown now for sure. Timeouts brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads 14-0. Seconds into quarter number 3. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Lee here with LIP Motorsports in Mount Carmel. Not only do we sell and detail cars, but we also have a full-service upholstery shop. We do everything from full vehicle interior makeovers, including headliners and seats, to living room and lawn furniture, as well as your ATV, motorcycle, or tractor seats, and your biggest summer toys, boats. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, so come by 830 Poplar Street, Mount Carmel, or call us at 618-262-5436 for an appointment or estimate.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Play from Appleby to Rager. The Aces knocking to the door now. 1st and goal from the Washington 1. And Rager is the quarterback now who'll set up shop in this close quarter stance with Blake Kite to his right in the short shotgun. Calls the signals, Rager does, and takes it himself. Steps outside of the right, darts up the middle for the touchdown. That's the value of Austin Rager running at quarterback. A touchdown there from 1 yard out, and Mount Carmel now leads 20-0.
Well, what a big drive that was. It only took 2 plays, but what a big drive for the Aces to come out and reestablish their position here in this game, probably coming in the underdog. And the Aces now have a 20-0 lead, and a chance for Braden Stipnow to add on the extra point. But, yeah, versatile is Rager. Caught the pass and then took the snap at quarterback and ran it in.
Gill holds for Stips, point after try, and it is good. Almost blocked.
Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to get through there, right?
And now let's take a look at the scoreboard brought to you by Jade Investments Financial Advisor Tim Phillips. Mount Carmel leads Washington 21-0. Back in 30 at your home for the Aces.
Local sports and extracurriculars are vital parts of our community's culture. Students build a stronger work ethic, learn to respect their opponents, and build relationships with teammates and coaches. The community gets to root for the home team, connect with friends and neighbors, and display pride in participants' accomplishments. This is Don Price, President of First National Bank. As your real community bank, we strongly support extracurricular activities offered by our schools, Little League, Youth in Action, and more. And now we hope you enjoy the game.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
You're listening to WSJD Princeton Mount Carmel. Now set for the Aces kickoff following that 2-play 83-yard drive that nets the visitors a 21-0 lead.
Well,
Officials talking something over, though.
Well, they're talking to the coach of Washington, and I think he may be upset with a block on the return after the catch, the run in for Rager. I think it was Satchel Patberg who put the block on in the middle of the field. Clean block from our vantage point, but drew some oohs and ahs from the Hatchet side of the field, and Washington coach given a chance to express his displeasure there. And now the Aces will finally get ready to kick the ball off here.
Yeah, it's nothing that is enforceable at this point anyway, no matter what happened, but the Aces will be kicking from right to left. Washington has a deep man at about the 3. Stipp approaches the ball, gets rid of it with the boot. And this will bounce.
Bobbled,
picked up at the 5. Return man to the 10, flag down to the 15. Was there a flag? Nope, he's still going, by the way. He stepped out of a tackle, still going, shakes another tackle. Finally,
Nope,
we still haven't brought him down to the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, there's a fallen Mount Carmel player way over on the far side of the field. Sam Hodges races over to deal with him, and that play finally ended at the 26. Well, we've done a good job at tackling all night until then.
Yeah, did not wrap up at all and did not wrap up on multiple occasions. That allowed Almond Joseph to come all the way across the field, brought it back after a bobble at the 4, across the 30 up to the 31-yard line, goes down as a 27-yard return. And the Hatchets will have it 1st and 10, but first we've got to deal, it's not at the 31, it's the 26. Have to deal with the fallen Aces player on the field shaken up.
And have not seen the number clearly yet. We're on the other side of the field, though we are 2 stories up. He's got a coach on each side of him. And kind of hobbling out, favoring one leg.
So it goes as a 22-yard return there. 1st and 10 from the 26 coming up here for the Hatchets. That opening drive took a little less than 45 seconds. And, Scott, we've got an ambulance that has arrived on the field here.
In response to this already?
I think it
may
may be the Washington. It
yeah.
may have been in relation to that block that they were complaining about, perhaps. Hard to speculate.
Yeah, here comes the ambulance.
No, Scott, it's in the stands here.
Oh, wow. We've had an incident below us then.
All right. Yep, it's out in the stands.
The game is being held up for that time now while they deal with this, and the ambulance is on the track in front of the stands here, and the paramedics are getting out.
There are members, it looks like it may be somebody with the band, or the dance team here.
They have a little section they sit in the middle, and that's where the emergency crews are. So I don't know if she's some kind of injury or something's happened, but the ambulance lights on is right in front of the stands.
We talked about the fact that when we come to Washington, odd things happen. I mean, it has happened almost every time we've come to Washington in some form or another, and now you've got, what do we got here?
Now they're clearing the crowd out, I think, to deal with whatever, but everybody's pointing and looking, and they were pointing and looking at a whole different spot a minute ago. Now they're somewhere changed from where they were looking at before.
Tim Walk's pointing out to us that I think we've got 2 incidents. I think we've got somebody down in front of the concrete facade here.
Yeah,
and we've got somebody down in an area of the band shell, and they're both members, I think, of the band.
Yeah, and we can't even see the one down here, and there's like 4 paramedics around him, 2 near her or that person that's down there. Now, do we have anybody with the other gal?
Yeah, there's a couple people
so
there,
there's more over there. So they're many feet apart and on each side of a retaining wall. So these are 2 clearly separate incidents going on here at Washington. And there is 1 ambulance out, but not a second. So the play is stopped, needless to say. 11:14 to go, 3rd period.
Well, you want to take a quick break here?
Sure, let's go do that, and we'll go ahead and take a minute. We will take that minute and be right back here at your home for the Aces.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college.
All right, we're set to resume the game here. Ambulance is just about off the field. Line of scrimmage will be the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hatchets, 11:14 to go here in the third period of play. Thanks for joining us tonight, wherever you are. Great Aces Nation. What, Kyle, that score of Mount Vernon Boonville? Mount Vernon has been so puzzling this year, haven't they? Been hard to figure out.
And unfortunately, they were hard to figure out when we played them. They have not had much success since beating the Aces.
So we're set to resume here. It'll be the quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion to the right. There's the snap. Quarterback rolls that way, keeps it himself, turns it up, breaks the tackle, shakes another to the 25, to the 35 rather. Now the Aces converge on him, slow him up and bring him down at the 36.
And again, just kind of sloppy tackling there. The first man or two missed, and that springs Mejias free. He'll get it across the 35 to the 37. An 11-yard gain on a Hatchet first down.
So we've resumed here at Hatchet Hollow. Next week, Jasper in town at the Snake Pit. 6:30 for the kickoff, 5:30 for the 1-hour pregame show. At your home for the Aces.
Well, we know what that game looks like on paper. It doesn't look favorable, but the Aces were not favored to win this game tonight or the game last week, so all bets off next week at home.
Quarterback gets the snap in the shotgun
fumble.
pitch. It's on the deck, loose. Mount Carmel may have it. Looks
do.
like the Aces do have the football. Is that Whittler coming up with it? Yes.
You got it.
Zach Whittler, the man that's on the spot all the time. Already a pickoff tonight and now a fumble recovery, and the Aces have it.
Well, and again, just a really bad play. On the pitch, it was fumbled. Mejias threw it away, in essence. And as you said, ever waiting, ever watching, ever ready. Zach Whittler right there, and the Aces have the ball back and maybe could look to put this game away right here.
Caleb Appleby sets in the shotgun as quarterback, sends Step in motion to the right. Hands off. Nope, he keeps it himself. He falls down. Did he lose the ball, Kyle?
Yeah, I think it looked like it came out of his hands a little bit. Has to slide back to the 40 to get it back.
Yeah, we were blocked by not just a little,
a wall,
but a big,
and a
huge
post,
wall.
and a really badly designed press box.
And a big loss by Appleby back to the 40. A big loss of 9. 2nd and 19 for the Aces now. There goes Rager and Thacker wide to the right side. 2 receivers to the left as well. Appleby sends Stipp in motion to the right, and in the shotgun, hands it off to Kite. Shuffles up the middle, can't turn either way, and is brought down at the 39, short gain, and it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, so unfortunately, the Aces defense gets you into a situation where you've got that stop with a turnover, picking up the fumble. And now the Aces are going to be forced into a 3rd and long situation, and we've got a official's timeout for a shaken Aces player.
A little bit of a slow hobble off the field, getting better as he makes it off the field, though.
And that is Gavin Swain, I believe, 71 out there.
Yeah, he's already starting to walk it off a little better as he gets closer to the sideline, though he's taking it slow and easy. And he will exit the game for now. Line of scrimmage will be the 39 of Washington, but the Aces have a long way to go, 3rd and 18.
And now the officials getting together, and Michael Brewer is out there in that discussion as well.
Not quite sure what that was. Well, whatever it is, it's over now. Everybody's howling on this side of the stands. Meanwhile, Thacker and Phelps, two of the captains, sit out there and
what is there to howl about?
I'm not sure. And now those two captains are located over there.
I think we're trying to find equipment to get somebody in the game.
Okay, that's all it is. 9:36 to go here in the third period, and we've got it all ironed out now. All to do over nothing. Meanwhile, third and long for the Aces, 3rd and 18 on the Hatchet 39. Caleb Appleby, quarterback. Thacker and Rager go wide to the right side. Receiver now slot to the left. Quarterback Appleby in the shotgun backs up, appears to have time. Now he's winging it long. Downfield, the pass is caught, and nope, not quite. Couldn't hang on or just went away incomplete down near the goal line.
Yeah, right through the hands or near the hands of Rager, not able to haul it in. Now it's 4th and long. And we'll call note, I believe Bryson Phelps was the reason why we had that delay. He's now wearing number 66 out there. So that's why we had that situation there. And unlike in the first half where we had the ball at midfield and decided to go for it on 4th and 1, from the 39-yard line, we're going to punt in Washington territory here, and the punter, Stipp, will stand back across midfield.
Well, that's the difference when it's 21-0 too. Huh?
Right.
Now Stipp gets the kick away from midfield, running to the right. Caught at the 9, and a return not much there. So Washington will start deep in its own end of the field at the 10-yard line. So good punt that time, and Washington starts deep. Third quarter. We have 9:01 to go in the frame. Mount Carmel leads Washington 21-0.
And again, well-executed play. You pin Washington deep. They've been turnover-prone tonight. A fumble that the Aces recovered. An interception or two here tonight. And the Aces defense has played one of their better games here tonight, pitching a shutout here with 9:01 to go in this third quarter of play. Thought we were going down there, partner.
Quarterback is Jose Mayes, right? No?
Mejias.
I always get it wrong. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, quick throw to the right side, pass caught, running room, Aces converge. Nice tackle by Stipp on the primary, and Ryan Johnson at around the 15-yard line.
Dalton Irvin making the catch. That was one of those quick bubble screen type passes where you come up and look to fire quickly and try to catch too many players from the defense pursuing to the football, but the guys you just mentioned, part of outside containment, held their ground, stood where they're supposed to be, and limited that to a 5-yard gain on the play. Nice job.
Second down, maybe that's what Washington's gone to. They've tried several different looks here. Receiver changes directions from the left to the right. And Mejias, the quarterback, is in the shotgun, takes the snap. There's a quick pitch this time. Ball carrier banged once, gets by another. Now they drive him out of bounds at around the 18-yard line. So the Aces stayed with him out there. Devine on the carry, and it'll be 4th down.
So 4th, maybe is it 3rd down?
A 3rd down, I guess,
yeah,
yes.
3rd down and about 3 after a 2-yard gain there on the pitch play. That's the pitch that was fumbled last time. And so now 3rd and 3 as they execute it there, but only for a 2-yard gain. And we almost had that play blown up for a loss or no gain on the play, but the first hit was absorbed by Devine, and he got a little further downfield. 3rd and 3 here.
Yeah, nice job by Peterson on that first hit. Now to the shotgun, quarterback pump fake. Now it sets him up for the long bomb down the right side, and it is overthrown for the receiver at around the 45-yard line. The fly pattern intended for Wes Edwards. Incomplete.
A little interesting that on a 3rd and 3 situation, you go for a long ball downfield. That's what Washington drew up there. And now, deep in their own territory on 4th down, it looks like they're going to have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, maybe a better 2nd down call than 3rd, but that's what they elected to go with. Now they're going to have to give it up. We have 8:08 to go in the 3rd period.
I'm still thinking we may get in on one of these punts. This punter takes a little while to kick it away. It's a fake.
Yep, a fake all the way, and not much there. We snuff it out in a hurry.
Did not get it.
No, but down to about the 19-yard line and short, and Mount Carmel will take over from there. We'll now talk about guts.
Yeah.
They throw a fly pattern on third down and then a fake punt from inside their own 20 on fourth down. And Mount Carmel takes over.
And it wasn't very well executed in the fact that they fell down. I mean, I don't know that Devine, the punter, was in essence going to go down before he got the first down, but just lost his footing and got tangled up, twisted up, and the Aces blow the play up. And Mount Carmel will take over.
So a red zone start for Mount Carmel at the Washington 19-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the short side left. Appleby, the freshman, in at QB with Kite, his running back behind him and to the left. There's the snap. Kite gets the call into the middle, pushes hard, and drives forward to around the 15-yard line.
Blake Kite, been the workhorse out of the backfield. Will get up about 3 or 4 yards that time downfield for the Aces. Give him 4. So 2nd down and 6 coming up. Kite on this night has run the ball 8 times. Credited now 9 times, 21 yards on the night.
I think we'll find that Michael Brewer will say that Blake Kite's run hard tonight. Hard stepping in for Trevor Kennard, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Now the officials stop the play before it starts. Is
Washington timeout.
Okay. So the Hatchets want to take another look at what Mount Carmel's presenting. Stop of the clock. 7:23 to go. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Mount Carmel leads Washington 21-0. Back in 30, it's your home for the Aces.
Mount Carmel Stabilization Group wishes all our area teams good luck. The team at Mount Carmel Stabilization Group is the leading soil stabilization contractor in North America. Based right here in Southern Illinois, Mount Carmel Stabilization's reputation for quality and customer satisfaction is over 60 years strong and is at the core of what we do. For more about the experience and quality Mount Carmel Stabilization Group provides, visit mtcsg.com or call 618-262-5118. Mount Carmel Stabilization Group, proud to support our community. For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
Well, the Junior Aces are at home tomorrow night. Come on out, watch the very good Junior Aces program. This 8th grade team is loaded. So for that matter, I've rarely seen 6th grade teams score as much as Mount Carmel has this year. So they're high-powered. So things look bright for the future at Mount Carmel. The first game tomorrow begins at 5 o'clock at the Snake Pit. 7:23 to go here in the third quarter. Mount Carmel with the ball, leading 21-0. They have the ball at the Hatchet 16-yard line. Caleb Appleby was your starter tonight. He's gone all the way, save for a play or two when Appleby's been in then. Appleby, one of the 4 receivers now for the Aces, 2-by-2. Shotgun snap. Appleby with him in on him. He throws over the end zone and catching it. Oh, He missed it. Thacker on the fade route to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete pass.
Almost looked as if Thacker got turned around that time. Just didn't see the ball cleanly. It was pretty much right in that vicinity where you'd think you'd want the ball to be placed if you're the quarterback. And Thacker couldn't get squared up right, and it drops incomplete.
I don't know if it was a case of just throwing it to the wrong shoulder, whatever they've worked on, but it was about that close of a call on that. So now here are the Aces with a 3rd down. They have 6 to go for the first down. And Appleby in it, shotgun. 2-by-2, we're now one man in motion, Rager. Instead, the handoff to the up back and a little dive. And now a turn by Kite. He's got the first down, pushing hard inside the 5.
Yeah, that little dive I didn't think was going to turn out very well, but he stayed upright, plunged his way forward, got over the initial contact, literally is what he did, and then spun his way down near the 5, inside of that mark down to the 3, and it's 1st and goal.
Well, that little dive jump was one of the best runs we've seen by Kite all year. Now it's 1st and goal, Mount Carmel.
An 11-yard gain on the play, 1st and goal at the 3, and a chance to grab a 4-score lead.
2-by-2 in the receivers. Appleby with Kite to his right behind him, balanced front. And here is the handoff. Kite this time is swarmed under at around the 4.
Yeah, so probably a loss on the play there as Kite couldn't get going. It is a loss of 1. So 2nd and goal now for Mount Carmel.
Let's see if Rager decides to come in at QB and run it a little bit. Meanwhile, Appleby does check back in with the play, so it looks like it'll be the freshman for now. Rager scored earlier tonight when he was inserted to run it in, and he did.
Well, the good news here is this is eating clock.
Yeah.
This has been a long third quarter.
6:15 to go in the frame. 2-by-2 on the receivers. It is Rager now at quarterback with Kite behind him. Calls. Now he decides to dart up. He runs right into trouble. They were ready for him. They had it read well. Rager stopped for another loss, this time back of the 6.
Well, and the problem is now we've got stoppage of play.
Injured player from Washington.
Yeah, somebody else is down. But, part of the problem that the Aces coaching staff's going to have to adjust here is we pretty much have said when Austin Rager comes into quarterback, we're going to give him the football and he's going to run with it. Yeah. So you have to just find him.
Yeah.
And so there's going to have to be something at some point in this new makeup. And granted, this is the first night out. But
for this system.
But we're going to have to find something where Austin Rager comes in at quarterback and we do something and just let Austin Rager run the football.
And just before he planted that foot and was going to drive forward, I thought he was going to throw a pop-up pass at that point.
Could very well do something like that.
Now 2-by-2, Rager in the shotgun. We might have left early.
There you go.
And he's going to run. Rager now decides to throw, and it is a touchdown.
Caught by Stipp.
In the end zone, so that time they listened to Kyle.
No, they listened to you. You said pass. There you go.
And Rager flipped the ball after running to the left side to Stipp for the TD, and it's 27-0.
Well, how about this? I mean, I wouldn't have given you this score in the third quarter of this game tonight. And Mount Carmel has come out and played well on both sides of the ball with a change at quarterback in the mix, too.
Now Gill will hold for a step in the point after try. Here comes the snap, ball down, the kick is up, and it is good. How about this score tonight, folks? Washington a 9-point favorite coming in. 5:48 to go in the third quarter. It's all Aces. Mount Carmel 28, Washington nothing. That's what the Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard reads. We're back in 30 at the home of the Aces.
A strong business is backed by strong connections. New Wave Business provides world-class internet, telephone, and TV services that connect you to customers around the corner or around the world. With package internet speeds of up to 100 meg and dedicated fiber-based solutions up to 10 gig. New Wave can keep your operation running at the speed of business. Add phone to your internet bundle for as little as $29.99 a month. Call, browse, or email New Wave Business today.
News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
Mount Carmel, your leader, 28-0 now. With Austin Rager finishing off a drive that Appleby started at QB. And now the kick by Mount Carmel. 10, 15, 20. Return man goes to the left and gets a few more yards out to around the 25 or so. And that's where the Hatchets take over.
Been kind of impressed with the returns that Ullman Joseph has put on today for the Hatchets. That one comes back to the 24, call it the 25-yard line. And good return, and the Hatchets offense comes back out onto the field. And Scott, we talked about the lack of offense in this game, and there certainly has been that on the Hatchet side. 95 total yards of offense. The Aces up to over 225 yards of total offense now for Mount Carmel.
So the Hatchets go from left to right. They have two tight ends in the game. Receivers are split both ways. Quarterback under center, hands off, ball carrier bangs his way. And finally the Aces stay with him. Nice stop eventually by Thacker on the carry by Pendley to around the 32.
Jaden Pendley that time on the run. They go to that almost ground and pound style look there with double tight ends and an I formation, and a 7-yard gain on the play for Pendley, and it'll bring up second down.
Now Carmel doing a great job tonight. Still pitching a shutout here midway into the third quarter, getting into the latter stages of the third quarter. The Hatchets now split the receivers. Again, they've gone to a double tight end set, and the ball is loose.
Out.
Scramble, who's got it?
I think Washington got it back. Recovered by Mejia.
So the quarterback stayed on it, picked it up back at the 30, so a loss on the play. And it'll be third down and about 5.
I didn't see what caused the fumble there, if it was just a bad exchange or what, but Mejia able to pounce on it and avoid the 4th turnover of this game for the Hatchets. Third down and 5 now, maybe 6.
And they've gone to this double tight end. The first time tonight we've seen that, and fake to the fullback, and this time the quarterback keeps it himself, wrapped up by 3 aces, high and low. Not much there, maybe a yard on the play. And Zach Whitler now finally just getting up at the end was Thacker, as he and Whitler and Johnson helped, Peterson helped lead the way. So it'll be fourth down, and Washington is apparently going to give up the football again. They have the ball at the 33.
Well, and again, if they're going to fake punt earlier, be ready for anything here. 4th and a short 2.
Yeah, they
further
trail
downfield than the last time.
And they trail in the game as they do. And they are at their 33. Low snap, and they do kick the ball away.
Nobody back. We didn't send anybody back there for fear of a fake. And this punter, one of the bad things that he does is doesn't have that spin down, and it bounces back upfield. So the bounce got us another 3 or 4 yards as it lands back at around the 37, 38-yard line.
So that's where Mount Carmel will take over.
Is it still the third quarter?
Yes.
Goodness.
Well, that would have been a spot on the field. I'd have gone for it on fourth down. At this point, you're down 28-0.
Right.
And you're not in a bad spot on the field. But they elected to kick away. Now the Aces take over. They go from right to left. From their own 42 is where they spot the ball. 2 by 2 in the receivers. Appleby is the quarterback. He's in the shotgun, sends Stipp in motion to the right and hands it to Stipp with Kite blocking, leading the way. Stipp cuts it up underneath and now is caught from behind at the 44. Good tackle by the Hatchets. Short gain.
Well, here you're the Aces, where the passing game has been your bread and butter here tonight, but it also doesn't take much time off the clock. So we go back to a run, and Stipp able to get 2 yards that time, but it's second down and 8. At least the clock goes inside of 3:10 to play now.
3:05, to go in the third period, and I'm still not quite going to say the clock is the enemy yet. Still plenty of time for Washington, but if this persists into the fourth quarter, the clock could be the main culprit then. There is a short pass to the left side, and threw it behind Patberg a little bit. The wide out on the left side incomplete for Appleby. It'll be third down.
Well, one of two things happened there, maybe both at the same time, but it was a situation where Appleby was going to do a quick drop and look to release quickly, and maybe released too quickly, but Patberg may have not turned and come back to the ball as quickly as he needed to, and that's how it drops incomplete.
Well, the clock stopped, 2:51 to go in the third frame. Now the Aces present 2 by 2. Appleby in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Appleby by himself. Oh, he had Kite back there, and now he's looking, steps up, and now stumbles forward to the 45. Gain of about 3, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, the good news with the height of Caleb Appleby, if he's going to be brought down, if he falls the right direction, you're gaining at least a yard.
Yeah, and he's 6'5". If he doesn't see anything, there's nothing there.
Right.
So the Aces will give it up. Stipp drops back to around his 31. Washington sends a man back to their 30. Clock stopped, 2:17 to go. Nope, it's running, 2:13, and there's the kick.
Bounds out of bounds at around the 20.
So Mount Carmel with a pretty good kick, no return. That's the main thing, no return. And Hatchets take over at the 20 or thereabouts, right at the 20 maybe, Kyle. What do you think?
Yeah, right at the 20. And where that ball was spotted as it bounded out of bounds. And, something that, in where we are here tonight, we're up in the coaches box here in Washington. So up here with the coaches of both teams, and that calls into my mind something to point out to Aces fans is not only do we have a change at head coach with Michael Brewer taking over for Darren Peach, but we've also seen a shuffling of some of the assistant coaches as well. And I'll tell you more about that here after this play.
The Hatchets set up shop at their 20. They got to get something going. They've been blanked on the night. And quarterback back to throw after setting up under center, flushed out to the right. Now he just puts it up for grabs, and it's tipped around and incomplete. At around the 38-yard line. Really, Ryan Johnson of Mount Carmel had about the best shot at it, incomplete.
Yeah, so he couldn't get the ball free in time there. But you talk about the coaches. You bring in Kyle Buss across the river from Gibson Southern, where he was defensive coordinator for Nick Hart for several years. And he takes over that role. And you see the longtime assistant, the veteran, Kevin Smith, come up here in the press box. He's Michael Brewer's one set of eyes up here from up above, helping scout out plays and that kind of thing. Tyler Buss up here doing that as well. Last year, that was Jake Newkirk and Michael Brewer doing those tasks.
So here it is, second down now for the Hatchets. Under center, the quarterback backs up, flushed out again. They're in on him. He dumps the pass out. It's caught at the 28 in single-man coverage. Mount Carmel stays with it. Finally brings him down to the 37 after a short return. It'll be enough for the first down. Doug Mont stayed with him and finally made the tackle.
Dalton Irvin made the catch and was a very tough player to bring down that time. Comes all the way across the 30 up to the 36-yard line, and in a need-to-get-it situation, the Hatchets able to convert there and pick up a rare first down tonight.
So they move the chains, and the Hatchets get another set of downs. Now from the 36 they operate. And Maes under center now. Handoff, fullback, driving hard, missed about a yard, and then Thacker leads the way, and they bring him down. A gain of 1, but that's it.
Tough going tonight at times out of the backfield, and certainly was tough going there that time. Looked like the last person off the pile was Pendley. Forward progress up to around the 38, so a gain of 2 on the play, second down.
Boy, Washington has tried everything tonight. They opened in kind of a spread 2-by-2 look. They've been in the eye. They've been in the double tight. Now they are in kind of just a pro set look now out of the eye. And here is the tailback with the call. Switches hands on the ball, and Pendley drives to around the 42, met by Isaac Wilson over there. And it'll be third down. Real good tackling by the Aces tonight with just a couple minor exceptions.
Yeah, pretty good. There have been a couple of exceptions, as you said, but overall not too terrible in that department tonight. Third down and long 4, short 5 here for the Hatchets at around the 42, 43-yard line. And they have to make one more snap here before the third quarter will finally come to an end.
We're down to 15 seconds to go, and the clock running as Washington approaches the ball. They have a receiver left, a flanker to the right. Backs are in the eye, quarterback under center, strong side right. And he rolls that way. They're in on him. He gets some time now to unleash a throw downfield, and it is incomplete. Well shy of the receiver, but quarterback running for his life.
Doug Montz blowing that play up.
Good job, Doug Montz. That's the end of the third period of play. What a night for Mount Carmel here on the road in Washington. The end of the quarter.
Carl Richland Memorial Hospital in Olney is proud to introduce their new full-time cardiology clinic with board-certified cardiologist Dr. Prim Guy. Residents of southeastern Illinois now have local access to a complete range of state-of-the-art, non-invasive cardiology services, all right here, close to home. To learn more, give us a call. We're just a heartbeat away.
At Backyard Markets, located at 522 Market Street in Mount Carmel, there's something for everyone. From antique, vintage, and repurposed goods, Backyard Markets has new, used, and everything in between. Come browse goods from over 30 vendors and join us as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary this September. Don't forget to check out our creamy fudge, coffees, teas, spices, oils, Amish jellies, and jams. And Backyard Markets is the place to shop small this holiday season. Backyard Markets open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, or visit our Facebook page.
Along with Kyle Peach, Tim Wachs, our videographer for tonight. Hi, my name is Scott Allen. We go to the fourth quarter.
Good to have you here, too.
Mount Carmel leads Washington 28-0. Really, all things considered, just a very impressive performance by the Aces. This is the best we've looked as a team tonight. I don't think there's any question about that. We were getting better. There was something to show progress of every game this year, and tonight we took a giant step forward. This Washington team, as we mentioned, came in with about 400 yards a night on the ground, total offense. The last two totals, 73, 76 points, and 45 points. We've held them to 0. They open the fourth quarter with the ball, third down. Line of scrimmage is their own. Fourth down, line of scrimmage is their own 41-yard line. Quick pop-up pass over the middle. Caught. The Aces finally dragged the receiver down. And is it enough for well, it was, as a matter of fact, first down. And a conversion on fourth down for Washington, all the way to the Aces 47. Nice job by Washington on that play, but they've got to make a lot of those plays in a dwindling amount of time.
Yeah, not a lot of time left, and that was the senior, 85-gauge Latham, making the reception, just his 4th completion. Caught ball on the season.
Yeah, he sets down the tight end. Again, they've gone to that double tight. Receivers split both ways. There's the pitch to the tailback, running room for Pendley. To the 45, to the 40, still going. Thacker finally helps bring him down. A helmet flies off in the middle of all that. And the ball carried down to the 35, maybe enough for the first down.
There's a flag down where is that a flag? It looks a little discolored for a flag, but there is something down where the helmet came off.
So a flag down, a helmet down.
Pendley is the one who lost the helmet. He was carrying the ball. Personal foul against the Aces.
Wow. Something to do with the helmet coming off, maybe?
Perhaps.
So they'll tack it on, right?
I think so.
The end of the play.
It came down after the play.
Now mark it from around the 33. I don't know how long ripping a helmet off is. Is it a major? There's 10 yards.
I think it's a 15 maybe, or do they stop at 10? They stopped at about 13.
Yeah. I think he
just
got tired.
Wherever you'd like.
I think you just want to take a rest. But they put the ball at the 20. That's where Washington has it. One of their deepest penetrations of the night. 1st and 10 from there. And they line it up again in the eye. Strong side right. Quarterback sets it down. Receiver split. Hand out to the tailback. The freshman Laguerre runs. Whitler helps bring him down at around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Not a bad carry. And Washington having some success here on this drive, handing the ball off. But time is clicking away with every one of these plays.
Yeah, 11:05 to go, and no real sense of urgency here out of the Hatchets. 4 scores is a big lead, but it's probably not an insurmountable lead, but got to play a little faster pace than this.
Back in the eye, receiver split. Under center, the quarterback. Here's the pitch to the tailback.
Double
Pendley's going to throw on a halfback pass. It's
off.
almost intercepted.
Wow.
So a little trickery from the Hatchets. Try to open things up a little bit, but it's all for naught. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's part of the mantra that you hear about Washington is that in these times of situations, desperate times call for desperate measures. And a little trickery there as the Hatchets tried to get the Aces napping, and it darn near was picked off. The only person that had a chance on that ball was Blake Kite. A little underthrown for him, and it's incomplete. 3rd down.
Washington has 4 turnovers tonight. Whitler has 2 of them. A pickoff and a fumble recovery. Now the quarterback gives the pitch to the tailback. Pendley's going to throw back here to the quarterback, and he's going to score the touchdown.
Well, you had to know it was coming.
So how about that? A simple flip back, and the quarterback, the receiver for the touchdown. And Washington is on the board with 10:39 to go in the game. It's 28-6. Mount Carmel.
Well, and now the point after try for the Hatchets, and we've seen 2 trick plays, the same trick play back to back, and be ready for anything on the kickoff upcoming after this extra point try.
Now the Hatchets will go for 2. Now line it back up in the eye. Can you believe that's for Washington's first touchdown of the night?
Oh, my.
And some bumping up front. Let's see who it's against. Mount Carmel.
It is on the Aces.
So that'll move it half the distance to the goal line. They were going for 2 anyway. Now they're that much closer at the 1.5 yards.
Do you understand why go for 2 here?
Well, I think they're just trying to not have to score 4 times and just tie the game. I think they're trying to get there sooner, I guess, but they're still going to have to score 4 touchdowns.
8 times 3 is 24, and you're 4 points away, so a field goal doesn't help you. You're still going to need 4 touchdowns.
But I guess they're hoping for maybe a safety in there or something. Here's a quick throw, and he scored the 2-pointer on a little slant pass. And so the Hatchets on the board, but they took valuable time off the clock, and we're down now to 10:39 to go in the game. And let's take a look at the Jade Investment Financial Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard. It's Mount Carmel 28, Washington 8, back in 30. It's your home for the Aces.
Hello, I'm Carter Leasty, and this is your financial success team at Corporate America Family Credit Union, the only credit union in Mount Carmel. We're non-for-profit and member-owned. You are part owner of the credit union, not just an account number. CAFQ is a full-service financial institution. We offer the same products and services as banks. What CAFQ earns is returned back to our members with lower loan rates and higher savings rates. We want to put more money in your pocket. Start your savings today.
Go Aces! Lee here with LIP Motorsports in Mount Carmel. Not only do we sell and detail cars, but we also have a full-service upholstery shop. We do everything from full vehicle interior makeovers, including headliners and seats, to living room and lawn furniture, as well as your ATV, motorcycle, or tractor seats, and your biggest summer toys, boats. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, so come by 830 Poplar Street, Mount Carmel, or call us at 618-262-5436 for an appointment or estimate.
Here at Hatchet Hollow, Washington's kickoff will be from left to right. They're going to go onside, and nobody has it yet. It's scrambled, and Washington's got it. They pick up a ball. They're headed downfield. They think are arguing that he's down, but meanwhile he goes into the end zone.
There's a flag on the play late, I think, maybe. Well, I don't see a flag, but they've stopped play. There's also an injured Hatchet on the play. Yeah, I'm not sure what has happened.
The question was, is he down? Washington eventually picked up that ball and ran it in, picking it up on a bounce. Nobody got to it in a hurry. An excellent kick. And then
it's down where they recover the ball,
yeah,
Scott.
Okay.
That's what their play is going to be.
And meanwhile, a player down at around the 48-yard line. Everybody was hollering that the play should be stopped, and finally the officials must have heard us. And now they're talking it over a little bit, but it'll be Washington ball. So in the end, the onside works. And it was probably touched by both sides anyway, like careening off bodies as it was. And so there would have been no advancement there. So now they just picked it up and on the bounce and took it in, even though that was close to what happened. The officials still talking over. Well, of course, there's an injured player that they've got to deal with, too, so it allows the officials a little time to review the play in their own mind. Earlier tonight, we had a lengthy delay when 2 members of the Washington dance team were injured or were injured somehow. Well after their halftime performance at the beginning of the second half in 2 different spots, some 20 feet away from each other. 2 ambulances were brought onto the field. One was only utilized at the end. And 2 members of the dance team were taken away. And that delay was, what was it, Kyle, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah.
Probably that. I think that's pretty safe to say.
So it's been a slow second half here, proceedings-wise, with all the injuries. Mount Carmel's had some injuries as well.
This is taking way too long to figure this out.
Well, I think they're still working on the player, and so the officials can take their time.
I'm shielded by the wall that is in front of me.
You've got a
I can't
giant
see the
wall,
player down.
And we're looking back. We're up here with the coaches. We've got a new press box here at Washington. I love how high up we are.
And the love stops there. For me, that's about it.
The love does stop there, but even the Washington folks aren't really happy with the way this facility turned out. They wanted it to be longer for starters, but I'm not sure. And they don't know why it happened, but it was completed during the offseason. This is the first time we've seen it. But I love how high we are. And you'll see it on the TV side, too.
Here are some other scores from around the area, Scott. Olney leading Flora 13-9 in the third quarter. Also in the third, Fairfield leading Carmel 18-0 in that one. We'll have some other scores here throughout the night. Interesting that these games that started later than us are now catching us here tonight. North leads Bossy 17-0. North Posey leads Forest Park 34-10. Those are both in the third quarter of play.
Dylan Fields, injured player, helped off. We'll be able to give you some college football finals here.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder.
Well, this game is set to resume. It looks like Dylan's going to be okay as he goes to the sidelines. Washington has the ball. Line of scrimmage, the Mount Carmel 44-yard line. It is 1st and 10. They send two receivers out to the right. They've opened it up a little bit more now. Now he goes further out to the right, the man in motion, and meanwhile the quarterback steps up. He was in the shotgun that time, throws on the run, pass tipped around, and almost picked off by the Aces off the hand of the receiver on the crossing pattern, but it stayed up in the air. Ryan Johnson just couldn't get to it in time. 2nd down. Clock stops. 10:25 to go in the game.
Another score here from the Big 8 Conference. Boonville all over Mount Vernon in the third quarter, 42-0 in that one. Gibson Southern leading Heritage Hills 41-7. That's also in the third quarter. Washington needs to, again, kind of pick up the tempo. And you talk about tempo here. They have just not gone very fast. They're not in a hurry here.
Strong side right, tight end to that side. And here is the quarterback, Pendley, banging, or the running back, Pendley bangs off of one. Now escapes another tackle. Still going down the left sideline to the 25, down to the 20. And he's finally pushed out of bounds there near the 10.
Well, and again, you talked about how tackling had been pretty good tonight for the Aces, but three different players had hands on Pendley before they were able to bring him down and just kept running the football. And now, don't tell me we're going to have another Greenville game where these onside kicks are going to be a problem. Inside the 10 up to the 8 goes Pendley, 36 yards. And we're down to 10:07 to play, and the Hatchets are poised to score 2 touchdowns in about a minute and change of game time.
1st and goal now for the Hatchets. They're under center in the eye. Quarterback is, and nope, keeps it himself. Bootleg to the left side and brought down by Wilson at around the 5. Good tackle by Wilson shy of the sideline. So the clock, I believe, is running as soon as I get a look at it.
It is.
And it is. It'll be
just a
2nd down and goal for the Hatchets.
Yeah, just about a yard gain there or so. Set up at around the 6, called maybe the 7. So 2nd and goal from there.
It is 28-8. Mount Carmel leads. But if the Hatchets score here, this thing is far from over. Again out of the eye.
Who would have thought we would have uttered those words?
He is the quarterback, gives the pitch. Pendley cuts in, now
nice
out,
move.
Trying to angle, and the Aces read it and drag him down for a loss back of the 9-yard line.
Nice move, and then an extra nice move to get there to pursuit of that football and make the stop. Trying to pick out a number still. Maybe that was that Whittler again?
It might have been Whittler or Thacker over to that side, both of them.
Thacker that time.
I didn't get up the binoculars that quickly, but nice job by Thacker.
Goes as a loss of a couple of yards on the play as Pendley tried to string it out. Thought he was going to make a good little stutter step move. And
yeah, he guessed wrong about twice on that play.
Yeah.
And finally,
3rd down
we
now.
closed in. 3rd and goal from the 9. Again out of the eye. Under center, the quarterback backs up, wants to throw, wings it left for the end zone. The receiver goes down, no flag. And the pass sails away, incomplete, 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he got his feet tangled up or what. No flag, and nobody else had a shot to get that ball either. It drops incomplete, and here it comes, 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for Wes Edwards in the end zone. Edwards fell down. There was coverage over there, but must have just lost his balance because no flag. And so now it's 4th and goal for the Hatchets.
Big play here for the Aces defense, who've played a pretty good game here tonight. One more stop.
Receiver both ways. Under center. Backs in the eye. The tailback's going to throw Pendley for the end zone. The pass is incomplete. And that'll do it. Aces take over, first down.
So a big stand there. They again go the trickery with the
halfback pass.
Halfback pass from Pendley, and that time it drops incomplete. And with 8:21 to play here in the game, the Aces will take over. 1st and 10.
So Mount Carmel takes over, albeit deep, at their own 9-yard line. Now let's just whittle the clock away now.
Well, the good news there is no kickoff, no onside kick opportunity there.
Yep. Appleby in the quarterback. He started tonight, a real surprise. Nobody saw that coming. Sends a man in motion and gives it to Stipp. He roams the right side, gets outside to the 15, 20, cuts back to the middle, leg tackled. Otherwise, he'd have got more yards, but he's down to the 23, first down.
Nice run by Braden Stipp. Haven't really called his name a lot tonight offensively. He did catch a couple of balls earlier, one of them for a touchdown. Or at least that was a touchdown run. And Braden Stipp picks up 15 yards that time, all the way up to the 24-yard line.
Longest play of the night, the 82-yard pass and run, catch and run.
Appleby to Rager, right?
And it was the biggest play all the way down to the 1-yard line at the time. We'll see more of that this year now that Appleby is the quarterback. And he's in the shotgun right now on first down. High snap, hands off, Kite grabs the ball. Ooh, they almost grabbed it away from him. Kite stumbles ahead to the 32. Nice way to hold on to the football. And almost a first down run.
Yeah, good run there by Kite. Looks like he'll pick up about 8 yards on the play. And good job, even more so, as you said, to hold on to the football with the Hatchets trying to grab a hold of it there.
Clock continues to run. We're down to 7:22 to go in the game. Aces leading Washington 28-8. Looking for their second straight win. And first in Big 8 conference play this year, right? Oh,
correct.
Yes. Out of the shotgun, here he is. Appleby, the freshman, now gives the ball to Stipp, coming around to the left side, to the 30, 35, first down, left sideline, 40, cuts in, finally gang tackled at around the 46-yard line. First down.
Another nice, good run. The Aces finding success running the football now late in this game by getting to the outside. It's been Braden Stipp once again becoming the go-to. He takes it up to the 45-yard line, and that's a 13-yard gain. Double-digit gains the last 2 times he's touched the football for Braden Stipp.
So Mount Carmel moves the chains. They send Aiden Gill wide out to the right side, along with Rager. 2 receivers to the short side left, and Caleb Appleby is the quarterback. Hands it off. Blake Kite ahead, forward progress, 45, maybe enough of the first down. Going hard to the Washington 44, gain of 11 or 12 on the play.
Yeah, up to the 44-yard line. Blake Kite says, I can do that too. Gives him 11 yards, and the Aces move the chains. The Hatchets spend a timeout. Their second of the half.
We'll have to get a comment from Michael Brewer tonight about Kite's running. Looks to be kind of in charge as well. Timeout on the field. We have 6:31 to go in the game. Mount Carmel in control. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. Aces lead 28-8. 30-second break. Get your home for the Aces.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
Since 2001, Maple Hill Restorations has been your go-to service to repair and restore your heirloom furniture or newly found treasures. From minor repairs to stripping away the old and making it new again, to caning and weaving, and even custom builds, Beth and Trey offer you their professional expertise and facilities. Located just west of Mount Carmel, they can be found on Facebook or contacted at 618-263-8403 for a free estimate or to schedule an appointment. Maple Hill Restorations, preserving the past, beautifying the present, ensuring the future.
Mount Carmel trying to whittle the clock and earn its second consecutive win, with Jasper coming into town next week. Don't forget, that's a 6:30 split the difference start at the Snake Pit, 5:30 for our pregame show.
Another Big 8 conference game tonight that started at 7 o'clock. Ours started at 6:30 Mount Carmel time is final. Boonville beating Mount Vernon tonight 49-0. Jasper leading Princeton 40-7 in the third quarter as of last check.
You know, all we're really learning is we just can't tell what's going on in the Big 8 below the Vincennes level.
Right.
And maybe Jasper too. I mean, the rest of them, the numbers don't fit logically when comparing teams to teams.
Also, Vincennes knocks off North Knox tonight 46-20.
They were nice.
They were nice indeed.
And there's Kite, left side, running room. Band taking 2 or 3. Hatchett's with him to the first down marker. It looks like he has it. Well, it's going to be close, down to the 35.
Yeah, maybe just a touch short, but a nice run by Blake Kite. Give him 9 yards on the play, carrying people with him that time. 2nd down and 1, and the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, Kite definitely running with some authority tonight in the game. Everything is looking so different for Mount Carmel tonight than it has. Now here's Appleby. We just look more in charge tonight, don't we? Receivers 2 by 2. Appleby in the shotgun. We're waiting for the clock to get down. It's down to 5. We take the snap, hand off, Kite, set back, plowing forward to the 30-yard line or inside that mark. That's definitely a first down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, right to the 30, it looks like, is where they'll set it down. Maybe not, maybe the 31. So a 4-yard gain for Kite. 1st and 10. Stop clocks to move the chains, and then we start it up again. 5:36 and counting to go.
Mount Carmel scored on the first drive of the game, then added a touchdown in the second quarter, led at halftime, and biggest lead was 28-0. Now it's 28-8. Ace is trying to salt it away on this drive. Again, it's Appleby out of the shotgun. High snap, hands off. Kite protecting that ball, pushing
Lost
forward.
the ball.
Oh, now he lost the ball. I spoke too soon. Who's got it?
No
Apparently
signal.
Apparently we do.
Oh, I think. Washington has the football, I think.
Boy, that'll be the weakest signal in the history of the world if the Hatchets have it.
The Hatchets have the football.
That is the worst signal I've seen in a long time from an official.
Yeah, that was not very good.
They're not very good over here in Indiana of signaling. They're much better in Illinois at signaling plays. We've seen that every week. So Washington takes over at the 24. And the Hatchets says, I really didn't used to work for Sports Illustrated, though you could have sworn that was the case. I know more than say Blake has the ball and, well,
it may be a case that time of maybe doing a little too much.
Yeah.
Trying to stretch out there, had the ball knocked out of his hand, and the Hatchets end up with it.
And the truth is the Hatchets are really gambling. I mean, they're going after it, trying to get it away. Now there's Pendley, bangs off of one tackle and protects the football himself, driving to the 35, where it looks like he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, looks like a big 11-yard gain on the play. Chain's already moving, so Pendley picks up the first down. Still way too much time left on that clock. 5 minutes to go now in the contest.
You know, really, not to belabor the point, but do they have referees clinics in Indiana, or do they emphasize signaling the play, the call? But they don't appear to.
I can't give you an answer to any of that.
Line of scrimmage for Washington, the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Whoa, there's a ball loose. The play kind of dismembered itself on the snap. Couple players on each side get a jump, but there was no flag. And the ball squirted up in the air, and Washington fell on it back at the 30. But a loss of 5 on the play, and the best thing about it, the clock is running through all that. 4:25 to go.
Well, and bad if you're the unlucky number 10, Jaden Pendley, who falls on the football. You get credit for the loss. 5-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 15.
So the line of scrimmage now, the 30-yard line. Receiver split. Backs in the eye. This is probably the offense that's worked the best. Oh, somebody left, and They finally throw the flags. The fullback jumped a little soon, went forward, and that'll cost him 5 yards. That's 5 more yards.
Once the Aces pointed it out, they threw the flag there.
And back to the 25 they go. And meanwhile, the clock is running again. Now we're down to the 4-minute mark. And it is 2nd down and 20 for the Hatchets.
All the way up to the 45s where they got to get for a first down.
And the back's in the eye, receiver split. Strong side right. Pitch to the tailback, looking for running room. That's the freshman Laguerre.
Wow.
And not much there. Looks like Kite. Or is that Ryan? Or is that Peterson? That's Kite. Drags him down for a loss.
So the Hatchets running the wrong way on this drive, as Laguerre had nowhere to go that time. Goes back to the 25-yard line, so they actually somehow give him no gain on the play.
And now it's 3rd and 20, and the clock's down to 3:18 to go in the game. And now Carmel, with every passing second, feels a little better about their position. So the way the season's been, we can't take credit for this win just yet. Now a quick throw to the left side. Quarterback completes the pass, 30, 35. And, hey, nice tackle in the end by Stipp. He stayed with it, brought him down. The receiver at the 35. Gain of about 10, but that's not going to be enough.
So it'll be 4th down. Ball. Why is the clock stopped?
Yeah,
now it goes.
2:46 to go, and the clock is running again. It is 4th down and 10 after the complete pass. Line of scrimmage to 35.
Well, and if you're Washington, I think you have to go for it here.
Yeah, you might as well. And the backs are in the eye. Quarterback under center. Backs up, looks to wing it. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Now he just dumps it out to a short receiver out there on the coming back for the ball, and it's incomplete. He was just throwing that, hoping it would get close to the receiver, and it didn't. And it is now going to be 1st down. Mount Carmel takes over with a chance to now really put this thing away. We're down to 2:19 to go in the game.
Yeah, let's put this away. Let's get out of here. Let's seal it up for a nice win. And
can we knee this thing out at this point with 40 seconds between 25? No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not quite yet. Would be nice. Wishful thinking.
Get 1 first down, that'll do it, though. At the Washington 35, Patberg checks out wide to the right side. Receivers 2 go to the Patberg to the left. In fact, it's 2 by 2 on the receiver. And Appleby is your QB in the shotgun. Hands it off. Kite pushes to the 30. Gain of 5. 2nd down, clock running.
You should not see the Aces throw the ball again here tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to run this clock out for everything that we are possibly worth here.
Mount Carmel will inch closer to the 500 mark tonight. They'll improve to 2-3 with their 2nd straight win. And some momentum heading into Big Bad Jasper next week.
Flora has surged ahead of Olney in the 4th quarter, 16-3 in that one. Fairfield gets a win over Carmi tonight. It's a final 18-0.
How about Fairfield, 5-0?
Kind of flying under a lot of people's radars right now.
Appleby in the shotgun, hands off. Kite dances left side of the line, plowing forward to the 24. And that may be enough for the 1st down on that push, that last-second push at all.
It is. They are moving the chains. Good pickup for Kite. 1st down, 1:30 to go.
What's Kite's total up to?
Well, he's getting quite up there now. By the way, another score, Casey ahead of Lawrenceville in the 4th quarter, 21-7. And I have Mr. Kite, 18 carries, 81 yards.
Wow. Clock running. Down to 1:12 to go. Aces headed for the win. We'll visit with Michael Brewer after the game. He'll be a happy guy.
2 in a row.
Ask him about the big surprise of the night. Well, Appleby started. Yeah, we're down to 1-0. There's the flag. Well,
not yet.
No flag
Nobody's
yet.
decided to throw one. Now they will.
Now they do. Okay.
So delay a game against the Aces.
I don't think they wanted to throw it, but that's why we have rules. You got to throw that thing. 53.3 seconds to go.
Some other scores here, trying to get them quickly. A final now. Jasper beats Princeton 44-14. Boonville got a win over Mount Vernon 49-0.
He was really bad.
I already told you Vincennes beat North Knox tonight. North Posey beats Forest Park 41-10.
Tied up. Did you see that?
And that may be all I got for you.
35 seconds to go in the game. This will do it. There's a knee, and that will do it. Down to 27-26. Mount Carmel will improve to 2-3 on the year. Washington will fall to 3-3. And the Aces get a win in the Big 8 for the first time this year. And Mount Carmel impressive from the word go. I don't know where you want to start. It was impressive on many fronts. The defense, Appleby's quarterbacking, how we handled that whole situation, and it produces a win. 2-1. There it is. The Horn, Mount Carmel, 2 wins in a row. They beat Washington tonight 28-8.